let's move on and let's talk about which is popping back up in the news is the Star Wars movie news seems to pop back up, and once again, it's because of Starfighter. Starfighter is the one that I think is going to be the most important for the Star Wars brand moving forward. And there's been some talk from Sean Levy about how it aims to be fresh. What does that mean exactly? Fresh. That's one word summary of the main goal that Sean Levy has up for his upcoming Ryan Gosling-led Star Wars Starfighter project that's currently in production. The project has been dubbed an all-new standalone adventure and takes us further into the future than the franchise has ever gone before, around 5 years after the defeat of Palpatine and the First Order in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Flynn Gray, Matt Smith, Mia Goth, Aaron Pierre, Simon Bird, Jamal Westman, Daniel Ings, and Amy Adams co-star in the film, which is rumored to see Gosling's character protecting Gray's young character as he sets out on a mission to transport the kid to somewhere safe. Recently, Levy was interviewed by Collider for the final season of Stranger Things and was asked about what goal he has for the film. He says, well, for one thing, it is different that it is an all-new, non-sequel, non-prequel adventure. It's new characters, it's a new timeline, it inherits legacy themes, but it's really trying to give Star Wars fans and just movie audiences something fresh, something new. And with a spirit of play and a big-hearted adventure with movies of real levity that, frankly, A New Hope had in a revolutionary way. We are really trying to sort of take that tone as a North Star every day. My crew, DP, Claudia Miranda, Gosling, it's my kind of central collaborator in the lead role. It's certainly been a dream of mine. My 10-year-old self is on set with me every day. In fact, he's going to catch a flight back tonight to go back to the set and keep shooting on Monday. But it's huge, invigorating opportunity because Lucasfilm has been so encouraging of me doing something new. There's no pressure to be derivative or limited by an obligation of what came before, just the love of what came before. So this is, I think, and I didn't get this. I didn't get this from them because Roka had sent me this article yesterday, and he said, I don't believe him. And I said, he's like, there's no way that Ray doesn't show up in this. I don't think he says this in that quote. I don't think he says in the quote that we're not going to get a cameo. We're not going to get, because I think that he's really saying that the focus of the story is not going to be contingent on other things that we've known. You're not going to have seen anything else too. You're going to be able to treat this as the first time, and we're going to treat, for everybody else who's watching it, you're going to pay homage to the stuff that had come before, but we're not dependent on it. If it would be a mistake if they are going to make a trilogy or a new movie with her, then it would be a mistake to not have her cameo in this at that time period, or at least mention her or something along those lines. Just if they're not ever going to do anything with her ever again, then who cares if she shows up or not? But I don't think that meant that. There, Roxy, what do you make of these comments in general?
Oh my God, the Star Wars. The Star Wars.
This is just a comment, though. This is just a comment.
Do I think that that's what he meant? I don't know. I wouldn't consider it a lie like Roka would, even if it does happen, because you know how I feel about they have to say what they have to say.
Right.
Does something like this get me excited? No, that give me a lightsaber, give me a Skywalker. So that's what a casual fan feels. But I know that you guys have been asking for things like this. So cool.
Okay, Mike.
Yeah. What do you want to know? If I think she's going to show up?
Well, no. That's not necessary. You don't think she's going to show up, but that's not.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, tell me about that as far as why, but also just in general, what you think about, because you are a big advocate of not just spending time in the Star Wars stuff and not being beholden to stuff. So you probably like these comments.
Yeah, I do. Like I said, if there's not a lightsaber, not a Skywalker mentioned, I'm all for it. And that's leads into why I don't think Rey will show up. I don't think, it's like, even if she does a trilogy, this is not part of that trilogy, it makes the world smaller. When you're attaching someone that, like, it's a galaxy far, far away. It's a galaxy. What are the chances these two people run into each other? And if they do, it's just like, well, all right, when are you going to be there? Who are you? Rey who? Rey Skywalker. Oh, that's what we're going to have show up there. Well, that's what it means. If she's going to pop as a cameo, it's like, hey, will you need a ride somewhere? Who are you? Just call me Rey. And then,
they can't do that. They can't do that.
That's what you're talking about. It will.
No, it's not, though. It's not. If what I'm saying is that if you are indeed, I don't think that Rey standalone movie with Chinoy is ever going to happen. I just don't think that movie has a chance in hell.
What was the last part you said? You don't think that Ray's standalone movie with what?
Chinoy, you said this last time.
Reyes.
Roxy's the
Oh.
director.
Every time I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah.
That's what it is. Okay. Yep. Okay. Sorry.
Obeyed Chinoy, I think is her.
I'm trying to learn Star Wars.
So I don't think that movie ever happens. But I do think that Kinberg's trilogy will include her. And if it does, I think it behooves them, if this movie is going to be huge, Starfighter, to have her in a scene. Maybe she helps, maybe she does something, maybe she finds this kid, whatever it might be, whatever it is. It's something that if they're never going to bring her in ever again, then I'm with you. Then you don't need her. But if you're going to try to elevate the next thing, it's almost like a Marvel connection.
I see it exactly right now because it's going to do what we all hate, and it's going to be like nostalgia bait. He's going to be in there after his mission. He's having a drink at a cantina, and someone comes up and is like, "Hey, someone's here. They're looking for a ride to the so-and-so system." And he turns around and Ray walks into the canteen. And he's like, and then cut to credits. You know, the nostalgia bullshit. What they're gonna, some exec is gonna try and do some bullshit like that. And his comments make me seem like, all right, they're leaving him alone.
I just want to know what's going on, but I want to know what's going on if it's 5 years later. What's the state of the Jedi at that point? What's the state of the?
This is not that tale. This is.
But is it?
Tale of Starfighter.
Well, the rumor is that this kid has Force powers. So if that's the case, if
maybe he's got to deliver him to Rey somehow.
That's kind of the rumor. That's kind of the rumor. So maybe the final scene is that he delivers the kid.
He drops her off
to Rey, and then they have a conversation.
Okay. Right. I didn't know that.
I don't know how true it is, but that's just those are the rumors that are floating out there. Okay, what do you guys think about all of the stuff that we just talked? The comments in general from Sean Levy about how it's going to be standalone. Should there be a cameo? Should there not be a cameo? Should they just move on completely and build out from there? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know exactly. I always love talking to you guys about Cash App, and you've been smart. You guys have been signing up. Really smart, because you don't want to fall for scams. It happens to everybody. You just feel, oh man, it happened to me one time. And I remember just going, and I actually left my house to head to a convenience store because they asked me to, and I realized halfway through, oh, what am I doing? And I fell for it. And people fall for this stuff all the time. So the good news about Cash App is when you get the card, not only do you get an access to a ton of perks and benefits like early access to nationwide concert pre-sales or discounts on popular brands, but you have an extra security with the power to instantly lock or unlock your card right from your phone in just one tap. So if something like really shady is going on and it pops up on the card, Cash App got your back, automatically declines the purchase, sends you, say, hey, listen, something's going on here. Is this you? So you can rest assured knowing that your account balance is protected 24/7 by fraud monitoring. Spend with peace of mind today. You got to order a Cash App card in the app, or you just go to cash.app/card. Now, for a limited time, new Cash App customers can earn $10 off if they use the code SECURE10 in their profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Terms apply. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners, prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC, discounts and promotions provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosure. Cash App.